Ooh, you bastard.
Oh, you.
Ooh, 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 you bastard.
Oh, you bastard. You bastard.
Okay, so now we're going to get all these accessories on the engine. Let's do it. Okay, so the alternator bracket system is utter garbage. Now, it does have a remanufactured alternator, so I suspect it might be a slightly different alternator than the factory 5K unit, and it's just been jerry-rigged to fit, but the alignment was off when I was pulling it off. Now, with V-belts, you can have alignment differences, slight alignment differences, and it's not going to make a massive deal. You'll just wear out the belts quicker. But I am not happy with that. So I was thinking about a new bracket system when I decided to put the other pulley on the water pump, and I've just realized the water pump is incorrect as well. So I need to get a new water pump so I can fit that pulley, and then I can see the alignment to where the alternator needs to be. So I'll get a water pump, and that will solve that issue, and then I can make up an alternator bracket system that is more suited to that alternator. So I might make that out of aluminium. Haven't fully decided, but I'll work that out in a minute. Next is the water outlet on the back of the head. Okay, and this is the water outlet I was talking about. Now, as you can see, it is barely holding on. There is so much pitting on the back of that, and the pipe itself is all rusted out and there's holes in it. This just goes on the back of the head like so. So relatively simple little outlet. I'm pretty sure you can buy these online, but I'm just going to make one out of aluminium. As you can see, this one cost me $4.29, so it is relatively cheap. I'm just going to cut that into the basic shape, and then I'm going to drill and tap a hole and just thread that water fitting into it. So, and these are, I think they're called 1/8 MPT, so the thread generally gets bigger at the top, so what happens is they generally get tighter and they don't usually leak. So I've done that before, and that's what I'm going to do now. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do, as you can see, that is raised. So as soon as I put it down there to trace it, it's wobbling all over the place. So I know I'm not going to use this now, so let's get this pipe out, and so it sits nice and flush, and then I can trace it out. Now, as you can see, all the holes line up nice and perfectly. Now, I'm sure there is a better way to figure out where this pipe hole needs to be. I'm sure there's better ways to do it, but I'm just going to stand over the top of it, hold my scribe right at the center of that hole, and then bring it down. So that's where it needs to be. So that's where I need to drill my hole for the center. Whoop, 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 whoop. Okay, so for everyone yelling at their screens about how to use one of these, I just want to remind you that the teeth right here are all blunt, and this is the only blade I have. So I'm trying to use this portion of the blade, which is still good, because that doesn't cut at all. Whoop, whoop. And the water outlet is done. That came out absolutely fantastic. Now, it's not pretty, it doesn't need to be, it's going to work, and that's the main thing. Now, it's 1 a.m. in the morning, so I'm gonna wrap up this video here. I'll get a new water pump, the correct water pump, and then we can make the alternator brackets. I also wanna get the engine onto the gearbox, ready to put back in the car, all that in the next episode. So please like and subscribe, as it does help out the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video.